Hey, welcome to Live with Lynn. So if you're here, say hi. If you're watching the replay, be sure to type replay so I know you were here. I'm Lynn Huber, and I appreciate you being here today. So today I'm going to talk about how to be a leader. Do you think of yourself as a leader? Have you ever wanted to be one? I mean, what does it take for someone to be a leader? Some people believe that you need to be born with it. Well, it may be true that some people possess a natural ability towards leadership. It's something that absolutely can be learned. I mean, like anything else, you get better at it with practice. So I consider myself a leader. I mean, I'm not perfect for sure, and I'm certainly not the best at it, but I'm always working to improve myself and become better. And so over the next couple of days, we're going to explore leadership. And I hope you'll come along on the journey with me. So one of the key features of a leader is to lead by example. Our society has gotten too used to the idea that leaders simply bark orders at people. They expect people to follow those orders without the willingness to do the task themselves. But that couldn't be farther from the truth. I mean, leaders need to be captains of the ship and willing to go down with that ship if need be, right? Another role of a leader is to take responsibility for your actions. This is a critical trait. I really think this is probably one of the most important. I mean, don't pass the blame on to something else or someone else. If you assume or you accept a leadership role, then you're going to be looked upon to guide those you lead. And that means you're the leader. That means that you have to own up to your mistakes and figure out alternative courses of action when needed. Hi, Don. Hi, Anitra. Good to see you. So if it wasn't your mistake, yeah, you still own it. You're the leader. You're in charge here, right? So it doesn't even matter if it was you that caused the problem. You're the leader and you're going to fix it. So take ownership of figuring it out and making it right. Hi, Sarah. Good morning. So a leader should also have a vision for their organization. I mean, you should know what you're trying to accomplish and figure out where you're going to get there, right? How you're going to get there. To continue with the captain of the ship analogy, you need to map out a route that you can take that ship to. Where are you going? What's your end result, right? Another thing, when you're leading others, you need to display confidence, even if you're scared. Yes, even leaders get scared. They're human too, just like you and me. You know what's funny? Some of the things I've learned in my time, Don says so true. Some of the things that I've learned is that sometimes being the leader forces you to step up and forces you to have that courage. So I've actually taken team members out recruiting and prospecting, and especially in my earlier days in Avon, when I was terrified to do it, but I now had a person that was depending on me to show them how to do it. And so I had to step up, and you know what? You get courage that way. Seriously, you do. I mean, leaders are scared. They're human, just like you and me, right? But when people view you as a confident leader, they're going to do whatever you ask them to do. So keep in mind, though, that there's a difference between confidence and arrogance, right? It's careful not to confuse the two, even though sometimes they can cross. Leaders are allowed to make mistakes. It's how they recover from those mistakes that defines their ability to lead. If you hide from the problem, you're going to lose the confidence that others have placed in you. So face up to the adversity of the situation, figure out how to handle it. This can require some tough decisions, but that's part of the role as a leader. And Anitra says making a plan helps. Exactly. So also leaders should listen to the people they're leading. I mean, if you take the approach that you're always right, you're just going to set the stage for a bunch of yes people that are just going to not have minds of their own and just, yeah, okay, whatever you say, they'll do, right? But that doesn't work, right? So what this means is that you're going to need to be responsible for every decision, even the ones you thought you were delegating. So hire the right people or recruit the right people and let them do their jobs. Listen to their concerns, though, because listening to others doesn't imply caving into their demands. You simply need to take what other people say into consideration. So here's the thing. I mean, you're not always right. You don't always have the right answer. You don't always know what to do. So guess what? Your team members might actually have a better answer than you do. So being able to hear their ideas and take them into consideration and maybe even incorporate them into the solution actually makes you a better leader. And when your team members feel heard, they will be more likely to look up to you as their leader. And then, in my mind, the single most important factor that differentiates a good leader from a great leader is love. Yeah, you heard me, love. When you lead with love, success follows. In fact, the best chemistry that leaders can have with their followers is when they care and they share. You don't love someone because who they are, you love them because of the way they make you feel, right? And this applies to your leadership and your business and your personal relationships. When we show love, we demonstrate appreciation, and that's reflected back to us. Think about it. I mean, we as people will work harder and more effectively for that person we love. We'll be more loyal and dedicated to them, and it will be in direct proportion to how they make us feel. So, to lead with love is to understand at a deeper level how to bring out the best in people. It's how to empower them to perform at a much greater level than anyone believes possible. People will meet you and mirror you. We do that. We all do that, right? We mirror each other. And if you're open, they will be open. If you're closed, they will be closed. If you're vulnerable, they will be vulnerable. So the key to leadership, in my mind, is to lead with love. Leading with love means knowing and caring about what inspires and empowers people. When we're a leader, it's not about us at all. It's not about us. It's about caring enough to know what's important to them, the people that you're leading, and helping them succeed. Leading with love is the key to leadership success. To lead effectively, you must love the people you're leading. I really believe that. So, hey, we'll talk about this more in the next couple of days, but I'd love to hear from you. Do you consider yourself a leader? What traits do you think a good leader has? Please get down in the comments and share your thoughts. I would love to hear your stories. Thanks, Dawn and Anitra and Sarah, for being live with me today, and anyone else who might be live who just hasn't commented, and anyone who's watching the replay. I appreciate you. So go out there and have an amazing day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.